36 baptisms this weekend, and what a fun way to kick off the end. That sounded funny to me in my head. Way to kick off the end, the new series this past weekend. Thankful for Ryan and his wild story, where to me it's pretty cool how God has shown up in his life in a pretty radical way. Not everybody experiences what Ryan experienced. And I don't know that I clearly understand all of the details of Ryan's story, other than the fruit of that is we're seeing God use him to help introduce other men who are not God people to Jesus, and they're taking steps on their life-changing adventure with him. So a lot to celebrate, excited about what we're going to continue into. This weekend, Andy is stepping into the series because I am headed to Elevate Erie. They're going through a lead pastor transition. So Colby has joined Convoy of Hope, the organization, and so the associate pastor, Will, is going to be stepping into the lead pastor role, and the baton handoff service is this weekend. So I'll be there cheering them on. And Andy is going to talk about what matters now. Next weekend, I'm going to be talking about the end times, and I put that in quotes because there's a lot of debate around the end times, and some of it's Revelation, some of it's Daniel, and some of it's the Olivet Discourse. And I won't have time to go into deep dive on all of those things in a 30-minute talk next weekend. And so let me at a high level, our goal for the book of Revelation is to make it accessible for the beginner, but also bring clarity to what we should be united in, no matter what our particular take is on the book of Revelation, Daniel, current times, and all of that. I mean, the truth is Jesus is coming back. He will complete his already achieved victory, and a new heavens and a new earth will be ushered into this new reign of Christ. His kingdom will be available, and we will be able to live in the unencumbered presence of God. And the other thing that's going to be really important is that it'll be every tribe and every nation. It'll be so diverse that it is going to reflect our whole world, not just our particular country. And so it'll be kind of fun to talk through some of those things. And my hope is to leverage the 2 weeks after that to really begin to cast vision for our church. If Jesus is coming back, and if we believe in the two outcomes that exist when we face Christ, we step into eternal life with him, or we are condemned, separated from him, whatever that may look like or feel like, then if we really believe that, then we should be engaging purposefully every single day with the people that we interact with the people that God puts across our path. We should be introducing people to Jesus, as many as possible, to make heaven more full, or as my buddy Pastor Chris Fletcher likes to say, to rob hell, to fill heaven. So that's those sorts of things that we want to be casting vision around to get people excited about, not just what they're going to learn in Stronger Than Stress in September and Halloween weekend and at the movies in Christmas in January, but also how we can bring people along with us. So those are some of the things that we're looking forward to. To help us with that, we have the Global Leadership Summit. And I'm looking forward to how these talks are going to increase our capacity to influence and lead our teams, ourselves, our teams, and our leaders of leaders. And as we continue to steward that gift of influence well, I think it will increase the kingdom impact that God makes through us. We're being faithful stewards to the talents that God has invested by his Spirit in each of us. And so there's a little blurb on getting discounted tickets for next year's summit. So make sure that you read through the details of that before we step into the summit. I think there are a few incentives and price structure things that sometimes what's communicated to everybody is a little different than what is relevant for us because we are a host site. So be familiar with that. And then the last piece of housekeeping that I don't want you to miss is in September, we are actually going to move our staff meeting to September 17th instead of the 10th. And what I'm encouraging you to do, because we're actually going to go down, have a staff meeting, see the new Findlay campus, And then we're going to do a little bit of work because many hands make light work. I think that's what my grandpa used to say. So if all of us go down with some clothes that we don't mind, like helping move some furniture and some chairs from one campus to the other, we're going to spend about an hour just trying to help prepare them for launch weekend. That's right. Launch weekend of the Findlay campus is coming up. So we've got some exciting things that we're going to be working together for. So just make sure that you note that staff meeting is going to be moving in September, and add a little reminder into your calendar to not wear your super nice clothes and your uncreased, shoes that you don't want scuffed. Instead, you're going to want to be comfortable and ready to move a little bit at the Findlay campus, and we'll get to have fun kind of laughing and working together for a little bit. All right, so that's what we have to look forward to. Love what God's doing in our church. I'm excited about the season that he has for us ahead, and can't wait to see you guys soon.